Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another great edition of my Grue Rume Show. And for the Grue Rume Show today, I got a very awesome guest, and I'm really looking forward to talking to him. He's in the horror film Clown in a Cornfield. We're going to talk about the horror film. We're going to talk about all his acting life and everything else that he does. And his name is Ayo Sol Solanke. If I said your name wrong, I apologize. I'll have you say it when you come on. I am Rocco Cross. I am the host at Stutters. I am the host of the Grue Rume Show. My interview will be coming up very soon. This is my Grue Room, and as always, my Gruelings. Welcome to my nightmare. All right, welcome to Grue, and thank you so much for being my guest today. I
Hey,
appreciate it.
thank you for having me, man.
Definitely, yeah. So I guess the first question I want to start asking you, basic questions I usually start out with is what drew you to want to act? Like when did your passion start for acting?
Yeah, no, honestly, bro, my passion started, I'd say around 5 years old, man. Like because I've been acting, so I live in Canada. I moved there about 10 years ago. So I started acting back when I lived in the UK. And I always did theater with my brother, so
Nice.
we always do like, extracurricular outside school, community theater kind of stuff, putting on performances. So, performing was always like an outlet, but taking it professionally, that only started about 7 years ago for me when I moved to Canada, with the opportunity that it presented itself.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And you mentioned that you did like plays and stuff. And was there any play that you absolutely loved doing, like the most fun you had with it?
Yeah. Honestly, I remember pretty vividly doing Oliver, Oliver Twist, you
Oh
know.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. I did that back. I can't even remember how old I was. I think I did that 9 years old,
Oh
around
wow.
9 or 10 years old. Yeah. I played one of the starving kids. That was, yeah, and my brother played Dodger, so I had a lot to look up to. But yeah, no, that was really fun.
Oh wow. Yeah. I
Yeah.
definitely know that play. Yeah.
Yeah, man, it's
Nice.
fun. It's the UK has a lot of theater. I'm actually there right now, and in like Piccadilly, Oxford Street, like there's a lot of like theater shows going on. Like, man, it's beautiful.
Oh wow. So
Yeah,
I guess that's the place to be if you want to watch
definitely.
the plays, right? And then when you went into like film and television, I
Right.
I see like your first role for film was actually Tales
The hood.
from the Hood 3. And
Yeah.
how was that experience like? I'm a huge horror fan, so I love all three of the Tales from the Hoods. And how
Mhm.
was that experience like?
Man, that yeah, like you said, that was my first role. I remember being so excited for it, to squeeze into my little tiny trailer to play teen number one. Man, it was quite a ride. It was like a full day. I believe we were on set for about 12 hours. And working with Rusty, my boy Matt. Well, that's the first time I met Patrick Abelard. He played a guy where we had to rob his sneakers, his golden shoes, So I was just playing a little delinquent, man. It was but man, it was fun. It was fun. It was my first three big lines in a movie, man, So and the scene got cut from the movie.
Oh
So
no.
yeah. But true humbling experience for sure, for sure. But hey,
Oh, that sucks.
yeah, that's okay. That's okay. We all have it. Humble beginnings.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Did you ever watch like the Tales from the Hood films? Like, did you ever watch like the first two?
I actually didn't watch the first one until I got cast in this one. But then I went
Okay.
back and watched it. It was really interesting. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah, yeah. Those are good. I like them.
sure. For sure. Are you a big horror person?
Oh my God, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I can tell from your backdrop.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, yeah, you got the mon monkey with the mask and
Oh man.
a chainsaw, so it
Man,
doesn't
don't
get
even
any
get me
more horror
started.
than that.
That's that already is gonna give me nightmares, man.
And and then you're one of the recurring roles and one of the leads for a show called Bet.
Hmm.
And what do you love about playing Ryan for that show?
Man, playing Ryan, it was so close to home where I had a part of I had a part of Ryan that I've always lived with and had to deal with, and had to navigate in my life. So of course it was a different person with different experiences, but I was able to kind of tap into that, and apply like my experiences and what I do in that situation, to Ryan. And I felt like that for me made it more personal, made it more authentic,
Mhm.
and he's a bit of a quiet shell, he's at the beginning, but yeah, things happen where he's able to get out of that, and it was really interesting playing with that kind of character.
All right, okay.
Yeah.
And speaking of horror, you're gonna be in this upcoming horror film that I
Right.
can't wait to see. So how
Right.
did you get cast and be part of Clown in a Cornfield?
Oh man, Clown in a Cornfield. That movie, Eli Craig did something special, very special. It was so fun. It was so fun. With horror comedies, it's always you'd always expect it to be fun, and campy and laughs and stuff. But this one was like it was like true horror meets true comedy,
Yeah.
Like it wasn't just like a little cheesy, funny movie with like a little bit of horror, It was like a real horror movie. That thing was scary, man. It was scary. Bro, I even told you like this. Being on set, I was still scared. I don't mess with no clowns. I
Oh,
don't
get
mess
out,
with
really?
clowns. So, you know, there's a particular scene. I won't give any spoilers, but there's a particular scene in Clown in the Cornfield that just scared the living daylights out of me. So but like being on set for that and like seeing how everything was made was just it was lovely, and having my audition scene, seeing that compared to how we filmed it, it was
Hmm.
so different. Like of course, like being there on a day in auditions is always different, but
Yeah.
this one, it was how I was cast. It was like I did an audition and then a callback. The first audition was me with my co-star Matt, Alex, who plays Matt, so there's a little altercation that we get into, so it was really fun playing that back and forth, like just delinquent kids again. I'm always playing a delinquent, but nah, yeah, it was fun, man.
Nice. And like, what are your first thoughts like when you get cast for this film and when you're reading the script for the first time on what kind of film this is
Right.
and playing Tucker, like what are your first thoughts on like the film and Tucker?
Yeah, my first thoughts are, okay, how can I do this justice? Like how can I service this film? I went back because of course I know it's based off a book, right? Clown in a Cornfield
Yeah.
by Adam Caesar. But so I went back and I read the book, read the first
Oh,
book, second book, so just to really see exactly what kind of tone I'm dealing with and who Tucker is, how he adds to the story, But yeah, those are my first thoughts. I just want to get in Tucker's mind as much as possible and play with him.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And you go back and because like this is definitely in the realms of like clown horror. And
Right.
did you go back and watch like any clown horror movies?
Yeah, man. For this clown horror, I mean, I've already seen like, the classics, It
Yeah.
2, but not a new one. I have been wanting to watch it's the one with the clown,
Yeah,
Fire,
Terrifier.
Terrifier. Yeah, I
Oh
have been
my
wanting to
God,
watch
those are
that.
so good.
I have been wanting to watch that. I haven't watched that for this, but yeah.
Well, I mean, if you're queasy, like if you get sick very easily, then Terrifier isn't the film for you
No,
because
so I've heard.
it's a lot of gore. Like
So I've
all
heard.
three of the Terrifier films, tons and tons of gore.
Man, hey, I feel like I'm used to it now, man. I feel like I can handle blood.
Definitely,
Yeah, man.
yeah. And when you're on set for this, like, how do you get into a mind frame to play Tucker? Like, get into like that fear and scared mode?
Mm. I'd say honestly, it's the cost. I'd say the cost helps a lot because Tucker was also my first like prominent character and like supporting cast. So having a cast that's really like uplifting and supporting and helping you like kind of lean into your character, creating a space for you to be comfortable to like play and and be fearless. That really helped. And just seeing how Tucker is in the books,
Hmm.
that really helps. There's one thing reading from the script, and there's one thing going back to the original source material, man. So yeah.
You know, it is funny because like they're like if you read the books have so much more in it because like in a
Right.
film you have to try to cram so much stuff in like an hour and a half.
Right.
And the book has so much more. Like if you ever read Stephen King's It, like oh my God, there's some sick shit in that book.
Right. No, I agree. It's crazy.
Yeah, yeah. The books are always like more fun to read because like
Right.
there's so much more in them.
Right.
But 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 the films are good too, though.
Right. Right. The films are good. They're there. They're there.
And is it fun shooting a horror film? Like, was this the first horror film you ever shot? Besides Tales from the Hood.
Besides Tales from the Hood, yeah, I'd say so. Surprisingly, because I mean I'm from Winnipeg, right? So there's horror movies filming all the time. But
Oh,
yeah,
really?
yeah, yeah. Surprisingly, those cornfields, man, they got close to use. So yeah, no, this was interesting. It was like are you asking like what like how was the experience shooting it?
Yeah,
Like a
yeah. Like, how was it? Like, did you have fun like being on set shooting like a big horror film like Clown
of
in a
course, man.
Cornfield?
Of course, man. You know, I wasn't in the cornfields when we were. I don't know if that's a spoiler, actually, but I don't know when this is coming out. So let me just no, doing my parts of the film, I'd say that was really fun for me, because working with everybody else, having KE, Carson, Verity, Cassandra, and Alex on the day, and just really, having that banter between everyone. There's that classroom
Mhm.
scene as you've seen in the trailer, and
Yes,
the scene where I, prank the group as the clown,
yes,
stuff like that.
yes.
It really get into like lean into like the playfulness of Tucker, the playfulness of the group, So yeah, no, that was fun.
Yeah, and you weren't scared to put the clown mask on.
Oh, I wasn't scared, but I can tell you I was hot. That thing is
I'm
a
sure.
sauna.
Yeah.
That thing, bro. When I tell you I had to take it off multiple times, I was sweating. I was
Oh
sweating.
no.
That thing is nah. Them clowns, they are not having fun in there. I'll tell you that for sure.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. It seems like.
For sure, man.
I mean, like, and like watching a trailer when the clowns has the chainsaw chasing people
Mm.
through the woods. I that poor person in that clown outfit. They must have been
Oh,
like,
oh. No, they were cooking. They looked like they were having fun chasing them kids, but they were cooking.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I'm sure. I'm sure. And you mentioned you're in Winnipeg. Like I don't know if you're a wrestling fan, but one of my favorite wrestlers is actually from Winnipeg,
Oh,
Chris
really?
Jericho.
Really? Is he
Yeah,
like WWE?
he 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 was like he was there for
Wow.
a long time, but now he's with this other wrestling promotion called AEW.
Wow, that's awesome, man. Yeah,
Yeah, he's from there,
I
from
haven't
Winnipeg.
seen I haven't seen wrestling in person. I've always wanted to go, but that's awesome.
Yeah, yeah, definitely, definitely.
Man.
And of course, without giving a lot away, because the film isn't out yet. But was there a scene you had the most fun shooting?
Mm. Was there a scene? I mean, of course, there was a scene I had the most fun shooting. Can I say it? I guess you guys will just have
Probably not, right?
to watch and find out. But nah, there was a lot of fun scenes. Yeah.
Okay, okay. And judging by the trailer, it definitely looks along the Terrifier stuff, like
Mhm.
with a lot of gore and blood, and
Mhm.
it definitely looks very bloody and horrifying.
Right.
And how long does it take to get all that blood off? Like when
Oh,
you're
to get
on
the blood
set
off.
for this.
I'd say, oof. I'd say with Matt, so Alex's character, because you saw him die, right?
Mm-hmm.
He probably would tell you that it takes very long to get it off.
Oh yeah.
It's very sticky. It's like a sticky like it's a sticky substance that attracts wasps for some reason. I don't
Oh
know.
no.
It ain't good. But
No, it don't sound
things we
like
do
it.
for film and TV, man. But he's been through worse. He had a whole the fake head that he had. So he was put under uh the that head, the mask, and they had to poke holes, breathing holes for him,
Oh
and
my
yeah,
God.
he went through the whole lot. So I'm sure blood ain't nothing for him now.
Probably, yeah.
Right.
Was there any funny or cool stories from the set of Clown in a Cornfield?
Mm, I mean, I'd say the night shoots, man. Like night shoots are always, they're infamously known for being fun and having like, delirious conversations. But the night shoots on Clown in the Cornfield were something else because I think the scene that you saw in the trailer where we went and scared the group and
Hmm,
dragged them.
hmm.
So that was shot at night. That was an overnight, and I just remember us being so tired, but at the same time having so much fun, in that heating tent, just telling jokes and that's what I'm saying. Like once you have like a really good group, like
Yeah.
the ones we have on Clown, it makes the whole experience better, more fun, and it honestly makes the movie better. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it always helps. Like if you have a good cast that you're working with, and
Yeah, yeah.
the director's nice and not an asshole, like it
Right.
it,
Yeah.
it makes the filming experience like good.
It really does, man. It really does.
And you're also going to be, I see you got something coming out where you wrote, directed, and starred in it. The the island.
Mhm.
And what inspired you to write and make this?
Right. I think honestly, it's just experiences, personal experiences, man. Like so the island is surrounded by two guys, of course, who end up on the island. They don't know why they're there, but
Hmm.
they eventually have to work together to figure out why. But there's pain, there's suffering, and there's a conflict that they discover, on the island, which leads to them discovering why they were truly there. So, and that turns into like a whole nother a whole nother story. Like the way we shot it, it was kind of two stories in one, you know. So there was a whole after the island part of it as well, where, you know, where a character died and you saw him go into some kind of purgatory, you know, explaining what put them on the island, you know, the island being a purgatory. So it was a really I'd say it was an ambitious concept, but it spoke to home. It was something I resonated with, and I don't know, I love creating things that, you know, matter and that speak to people on some kind of level.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Well, I'm looking forward to seeing it then.
Yeah. Looking forward to releasing it.
Yeah, definitely. And when you aren't filming or writing films, like what do you like doing during your free time?
Oh man, you know what? I'm actually trying to learn guitar right now.
Ooh,
Trying to
nice.
learn guitar. Yeah, it's tricky. It's tricky, but I'm getting there. I'm getting there.
Hey, one once you get it down, like you could probably start putting out some music too, right?
Oh, that'll be great. That'll be great. We'll see who suffers through that one.
And I was like looking at your page, the Instagram page. I saw you did something with Death Note, like you were like dressed up with the book and the apple. And
Yeah.
are you a fan of of the show, of the series?
Oh man. Oh man. I love anime. Don't even get me started.
Oh my God,
I
I'm
love
a
Death Note. I
huge
love.
Death that Death Note fan. I
Really?
even got I even got like a figure of the demon in my room.
Really? Of Ryuk.
Yes,
Oh
yes,
man. Ryuk is a funny guy, man. The apple. No, I love
yeah.
that.
Oh
Definitely
my
one of
God,
my
such a good
favorites.
anime.
It's that and Attack on Titan, I would say,
Yeah.
definitely favorites. Definitely up there.
So did you like dress up for it or
Yeah, that was like
or
a it was like a
cosplay?
Halloween cosplay, you know. I was like, you
Nice.
know what? It would be cool to be like Yagami. Why not?
Yes,
Right?
yes. That that was awesome. When I saw that, I was like, "Oh, this is so cool!" I because I like I said, I'm a huge fan of that show.
Oh man, it's sick. It's sick.
And and what about songs? Like, what kind of songs do you like listening to? What's on your playlist?
Ooh, that's a good one. I listen to all sorts, man. I listen to, you know, a lot of Afro beats, a lot of Ruga, Rema. Um, man, I listen to, you know, funk, pop, blues. I listen to a lot of R&B too. Like honestly, I don't even have a playlist. It's just, you know how Spotify you can do like songs.
Yes, yeah.
That is me. It's just like song, like song, like song, like song, like song. I don't even, you know, I and then I do the radio of that like song so I can get more songs
Okay.
in my like song. So call me lazy. I don't know.
So, what do you think would be your go-to karaoke song if you were going to do one?
Ooh, man, under the sea,
Oh, okay.
under the sea. Little
Okay,
Mermaid.
sweet.
Every
Yeah,
time,
yeah.
every time. Goated.
Now, do you have to have a couple shots in before you go up and sing?
Oh, I can do it dry. I can do it dry.
Okay.
Oh yeah. I grab the mic and I go under the sea, like you know, falsetto and everything. I go
Damn.
crazy. I go crazy. Like
Damn.
I love The Little Mermaid because I did it in high school, you know, and I was Sebastian. So, but we didn't get to actually perform it because it was COVID at the time, right? So
Oh,
the schools shut down and then the musical was over. But yeah, so that it always has like a part, you know, in my heart. So I'm just like, you know, whenever I get a chance to do karaoke, I just like full belt under the sea, you know.
I
Type
like it. I like it.
yeah, man.
And what about gaming? Like, are you a video game guy? Like, do you play any video games?
Not really, man. I've tried to get into it. I'd say the last video game I've played was God of War.
Oh
God of
yeah,
War.
yeah, 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 yeah. It's a good
That
game.
was
I
the
like
first
that.
one. Yeah, that was it. It was hard though, and then I can't even remember what level I got to, but I got so frustrated because I was like, how am I gonna beat this guy? Like they rigged it at this point. They rigged it. And then when you think you got far, when he got to like the top of his bloody mountain or whatever, like he
Uh-huh.
knocked back down, go all the way back down to the grassy realm or whatever. And then I have to make my way up back to the mountain. Yeah, I was like, nah, that's long. That's done. I ain't doing that anymore. It's tough.
I agree. Like that game is so freaking hard. Like I've
Couldn't do it.
thrown the PlayStation remote across the room a couple times.
No, for real. For real.
Yes. What about like who's your favorite suit superhero and villain?
Ooh, superhero. Man, that's a hard man. I have a lot of superheroes I admire. I'd say I love Iron Man. I love Iron Man. He's I love him because he's just a human, and
Exactly.
he learned, of course, he learns from his mistakes, right? So
Of course.
every battle he faces, he always, just refines his gear and just makes adjustments and remembers like everything. So yeah, no, I love Iron Man, but villain, ooh, I mean, who's better than a Joker, right?
Right? Yes,
Eh,
exactly.
Man,
Yeah, that I mean it's hard to pick a better villain than him, isn't it?
it is for sure. And walking, uh, no Walking Phoenix, Heath Ledger, Heath
Yeah,
Ledger's performance.
yes. That was the best. Like that hands down. I mean Jack Nicholson was really good too, but I mean he blew it out of the water.
Mm, mm, Facts, man.
Oh yeah. And what about food? Do you have foods that you love eating the most?
Honestly, I'm a foodie. I'm a foodie. I'll say that for sure. Korean barbecue, I
Yes.
love, man. I love.
Yes.
But
Yes.
I don't know if you've ever tried Nigerian food.
No.
No? Or if you ever
No.
get a chance to, there's a dish called jollof rice that is just
Okay.
out of this world. Out of this world.
Really?
It's amazing. It's like this like peppered tomato paste rice. It's
Ooh.
you just gotta try it. Don't take me,
Okay.
but
As soon as I'm done the interview, I'm gonna go on Google and see what is the nearest one near me.
yeah, I love that, man. I love that. And then let me know what you think.
Okay, okay,
Yeah,
because that actually sounds really good.
man, it's
All
amazing.
right, nice, nice. And the last thing I'm gonna ask you basically is if there's anything coming up next for you you want to plug, and where could fans follow you at?
Yeah, I just say Bet and Clown in the Cornfield, man. Bet comes out May 15th. So, if you guys are fans of the manga Kakigurui, or if you're just new, to this whole world of manga live action, this show is for you. It's amazing, it's fun, it's action packed, it's drama, but it's also just, man, it's a good time. So Clown in the Cornfield on Netflix May 15th. And then did I say Clown in the Cornfield? Sorry.
Yeah.
Bet on Netflix May 15th. Clown in the Cornfield in theaters May 9th. And
Oh,
so if you like blood, if you like horror, if you like a little bit of comedy, Clown in the Cornfield is for you.
I'm so excited for this movie. Like I honestly can't wait to see it. Like it looks amazing.
Man, I'm excited. I'm just as excited as you.
And where can fans follow you at? Like what kind of socials and all do you have?
Yeah, you can follow me at Ayo Solanke on all socials, Instagram, TikTok, X. So yeah,
Awesome, bud. Well, it was
Yeah,
very nice meeting you. Thanks so
lovely
much
meeting
for
you, man.
doing this.
Yeah, it was a pleasure.
Thank you.
Yeah,
And
man.
I'll definitely tell you what I think of Clown in the Cornfield.
Yeah. Oh man, I can't wait.
All
All
right,
right,
but
man.
we'll definitely have an amazing night.
Thank you, man. You too. Take it easy.
All right, you too.
All right.
Bye.